Scorpio, the truth doesn't stay hidden this week. This is a week of revelation, and you are not caught off guard by it. You sense it early, a shift beneath the surface, a subtle indication that something is not as it appears. You observe, you wait. As the early part of the week unfolds, the information is incomplete, but you are already analyzing the patterns. By midweek, the Virgo moon sharpens your perception further. Details begin to align. Then the Libra moon introduces interaction, conversations, exchanges. And within those exchanges, something important is revealed, not always directly, but unmistakably. This is where your advantage becomes clear. You are not reacting emotionally. You are interpreting accurately. What if the reason you're seeing this now is because you're ready to understand it fully? By the time the moon enters your sign, the truth is no longer subtle. It is direct, and once seen, it cannot be unseen. From this point forward, your power comes from what you choose to do with it.
Scorpio, the tarot pulls the Ace of Swords. Clarity cuts through everything this week. The Ace of Swords is direct, sharp, undeniable truth. Something becomes clear through a conversation, a realization, or even your own internal processing. This aligns strongly with your weekly energy. There is no confusion here. But clarity also requires response. Once you see something clearly, you can't return to not seeing it. This is a moment of mental precision and decisive awareness.
Scorpio, you get hexagram 43, Lake over Heaven, Breakthrough. Something reaches a decisive point. This hexagram carries the energy of release, of something that can no longer be contained or hidden. A truth emerges, a realization becomes clear, and action follows. This is not a subtle shift. It is a moment of breakthrough. But with that comes responsibility. Once something is revealed, it must be addressed. Stand firmly in what you know to be true.
Scorpio, your rune is Hagalaz. Hagalaz represents disruption, but not without purpose. It is the force that breaks what cannot remain as it is. This may feel sudden, but it is necessary. Something shifts so that something stronger can emerge. The key is not resistance, it is adaptation. This week is defined by clarity. Not the kind that arrives all at once, but the kind that builds, layer by layer, until it becomes undeniable. You are not being asked to react. You are being asked to recognize and then to act with precision. Consider this carefully. Where in your life are you being asked to make a clear, decisive move, rather than staying in observation? Leave your sign and your insight in the comments. And remember, watch your rising sign too. It often reveals the deeper structure behind your week. If this provided clarity, continue forward with us. Like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you remain aligned with what is unfolding.